Brother James. The invitation was extended in celebration of Brother James' 28 years as president of Lewis University and in appreciation for the emergence of Lewis University as a leading higher education institution in the southwest region of Chicagoland and beyond. In April 2008, Brother James was among the presidents from the approximately 230 Catholic colleges and universities in the United States who spent an hour with Pope Benedict XVI on the campus of the Catholic University of America in Washington. They were joined by the superintendents of education from most of the Catholic dioceses throughout America. I believe it is accurate to say that our encounter with the Pope and his address to us far exceeded our already high expectations. The Pope's message was hopeful, affirming, encouraging, and profound, added Brother James at that time. In national news, a small plane crashed in the area of Iliamna in South Alaska on Tuesday, killing 3 people and injuring more. Rescue personnel were on the ground and assisted the passengers, the Alaska Department of Public Safety said in a statement. 7 people survived the crash. Alaska Air National Guard Staff Sergeant Edward Egerton told CNN medical personnel from a local clinic treated survivors. 2 survivors stayed with them, and an additional 5 survivors who required a higher level of medical care were transported to an Anchorage hospital, he said. Megan Peters, with the Department of Public Safety, identified the dead as Tony W. DeGroot, 80 of Hanover, California, James P. Fletcher, 70 of Clovis, California, James Spector, 69 of Shaverton, Pennsylvania. The crash happened just north of the Iliamna Airport, near East Wind Lake. The National Transportation Safety Board will investigate the circumstances and cause of the crash, which were not immediately clear. In international news, Saudi Arabian king issued a decree halting all Saudi bin Laden group construction projects in the kingdom until a full investigation of last week's deadly crane collapse at the Grand Mosque in Mecca. A report on state-run Saudi Arabian radio said Tuesday. On Friday, a construction crane crashed through the roof of the Grand Mosque in Mecca, killing 107 people and injuring at least 238 others days before a yearly pilgrimage that draws millions to the mosque. The Saudi bin Laden Group, a construction conglomerate founded by the father of the late al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, was in charge of an expansion project at the Grand Mosque, also known as Masjid al-Haram. The mosque is the largest in the world and surrounds Islam's holiest site, the Kaaba Shrine. The crane fell 10 days before the start of the Hajj, an annual pilgrimage expected to bring 2 million people to Mecca. The crane, one of many around the mosque for the expansion work, collapsed after a strong thunderstorm hit Mecca, bringing gusty winds that shifted direction and caused the local temperatures to drop, CNN meteorologists reported. Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud also announced that each family who lost someone in Friday's collapse and each person who suffered a permanent disability will receive 1 million rials, about $260,000 American, the state-run Saudi press agency reported. All others injured will receive 500,000 rials, about $130,000, the agency reported. In sports news, according to ESPN, the NL Cy Young race is still too close to call. Clayton Kershaw walked off the mound after allowing a run Monday, and he looked grumpy because he's hyper-competitive and runs are not something that usually happen on his watch. He has a 1.06 ERA since the All-Star break, and yet that's only the second best. Jake Arrieta of the Cubs has a 0.93 since the break, which would rank as only the